Hi, it's Adele Michael back with another More Abundance Live with Adele Michael. I help women entrepreneurs and business owners sell more authentically and with confidence so that they help more clients and have more income. And today is step 2 of how to clearly communicate what you do so that you and your business stand out in a noisy marketplace. So step 2 is to answer the question, what problem do you solve? So every business solves a problem, and in general, we solve the problems of helping people be happier, healthier, and wealthier. Those are the top 3. Happier in their relationships and in their life, healthier in their body and their relationship to their physical being, and wealthier, happier with their money, with their meaning, feeling more abundant. And we are in the age of specialization. Gone are the days when you could just say, I'm a self-growth guru, like Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra. That was a couple of decades ago when they came to prominence, and things have gotten a lot more noisy in the marketplace, and you have to communicate more clearly in order to stand out to attract your ideal clients. And there are a lot of parts to that, and this part is really important. So, what problem do you solve? For instance, are you a mom who has a special needs child who helps other mothers with special needs children have a life, be able to cope, and not feel completely drained and overwhelmed? That's one example. Are you, like me, do you help women, business owners, sell with confidence and authenticity? Are you a marketer? Do you help people market their services and their products to the right customers? Are you a health coach? Do you help people feel better, look better, lose weight, and just be happier in their body? Are you a spiritual coach? Do you help people have a better relationship with their inner divinity and with the great spirit, whatever you call that? So what problem do you solve? Let me tell you this story about a woman that I spoke to a few months ago. She is a hairdresser, and she also sells a skincare line. And she really didn't. It was kind of general. It's like, well, we all have skin, couldn't everybody use my product? Well, probably, but is everybody going to want to use your product? Because remember, you need to be selling people what they want, not what they need. And then once they buy from you, then you give them what they need. So as we talked further, she told me that as a teenager and as a young adult, and actually as a more mature adult, that she has acne. And that this skincare line is the only thing that's really helped her other than prescription medication, which she didn't want to take anymore. So I said to her, it's like, wow, that is a really clear distinction about how the problem you solve. Women with adult acne and teenagers with acne can use your services and your skincare line to get real help. So that's the problem she solves. She solves the problem of adults and teenagers with acne who do not want to use prescription medication to clear it up. And you may say, well, but everybody could use her product, but she doesn't have the bandwidth or the money or the marketing budget to talk to everybody. And when you think of the big companies that do have big marketing budgets, they don't market to everybody either. Like McDonald's, they don't market to people who prefer organic food. They have more salads now, but people who are vegans, they don't market to vegans. They don't market to vegetarians because they sell meat. So a lot of times people are afraid to get very narrow in their niche or in the people that they serve. And you can get too narrow or into a niche that doesn't have the money to pay for what you're doing, and in which case that maybe becomes a nonprofit or a pro bono project. It doesn't mean you can't serve those people, but you may not have a business serving those people, like unemployed people or homeless people or women who are getting back on their feet after being abused. That's why, there's service organizations and churches that help with that. And you can certainly participate there, but it may not be your business. So, please don't be afraid to get narrow, to get specific, to get clear. I think there's a lot of temptation to stay kind of diffused, like not clearly in focus, because it helps to stay invisible. And if you have a business, you do not want it to be invisible. You want it to be visible and appealing. So I work with women business owners. I get clients who are women who don't own a business. I get clients who are men who own a business or are a service provider. It doesn't mean that that's the only client you're going to get, but that's the person you can help most. And that's the message that's going to help your business get more clients. So what problem do you solve? Please think about that this week. And, one more thing. It's not about your modality. So if you're a healer or a money coach or an energy worker or a software developer, it's not about the modality. It's not about the nuts and bolts of how you do what you do. We love it because it's ours and we're very passionate about it and we think it works great. But other people don't care. They really don't care whether you do Reiki or hypnosis or Ayurveda or yoga, or they don't care. They want their destination. They want the destination, not the delivery. So if you're prone like I am to talk about your modalities, how you do what you do, let's kind of put that to the side. You can do that in a sales conversation, but in a marketing message, you want to devote your time and communication that you have, to the attention that you have from the other person on what problem do you solve. Okay, so that's the step for today. Next week I'll be back with another step. And if this is something that you feel like would be helpful for you to have a conversation about, please go to my website. I finally figured out where to point. AdeleMichael.com. No E, no S. And on the upper right-hand side, there's of the navigation bar, there's a link that says free consultation. If you'll click that link, you can schedule a time to talk with me. I would love to help you figure out what problem you solve, and if I can help you further, we can talk about that. So until next time, I'm wishing you great prosperity and great clarity in knowing the problem that you solve. Till next time, bye.